Shibuya dweller, Zarmegas Chichan, woo! Welcome back to 428 Shibuya Scramble. Before we start this time, I just have to tell you, my voice is not at 100%. I have a little bit of a thing in my throat, so yeah, just bear with me for a bit. I'm so sorry, but I'll do as well as I can. And last time, we started all this huge list of side stories. Like, what possessed them, first of all, to make so many side stories in this game? Like, was 428 gonna be like a gigantic franchise? Like, were they planning like with the anime, and like, was 428 gonna be like a huge universe, like a cinematic universe or something? Like, cause this is a ridiculous amount of side content for a visual novel. Like, holy fuck! Hello, Oe, welcome to the stream. Because my god, I can't believe how much there is. Anyway, let's continue with the pop quiz.
第8問さあどうだ
I wonder. Hello, Mystery Theater. I wonder what, like, this is a word that, you know, not many people use or know about. Like, I can't imagine this word ever really coming into, you know, popular use, like, for any real reason. But, you know, it's a word that you might have heard of for some reason. I can't imagine why. Let's hope it's the right answer. Alright, let's see. Alright, Chiriko. Get the side story from her perspective. There are 2 sheets of paperwork here. They're printouts of material found on some underground internet site. The contents are classified information from Okoshi Pharmaceutical Co. Limited. Hello T, welcome to the stream. In all likelihood, they were leaked from a PC that had been infected with some kind of spyware. Herein are the full details of the dreadful contents of those pages. Oh my god, she has like some kind of scientific analysis here. Oh my god. Don't tell me she is like some top secret government project or some shit. Analysis results for Chiriko Usugi, Okoshi Pharmaceutical Co. Limited, Research and Development Division, top secret handle with care. Findings. Oh my god, it has been confirmed that a previously unknown enzyme is being produced within the body of Chiriko Usugi, hereafter the subject. Enzyme has been named the hypersustainant cheerase after the subject. Oh my god, this is just like the HeLa cells here. Named after Helen Lambert. Effects. The main function of hypersustainant cheerase is the digestion and breakdown of triglycerides. When compared to the enzyme lipase, which possesses the same functions, hypersustainant cheerase is capable of breaking down fats far more efficiently and without the stimulation of exercise, and is effective in preventing excess fat from accumulating within the body. So that's how they explain her eating like and not being like 800 pounds. My god. Jeez. However, once the subject's body fat percentage drops below 440%, her body no longer secretes the enzyme. The trigger for this change is unknown. Potential business plan. Market the enzyme as a diet, food product, or... You're kidding me! Burning Hammer was from her? Oh my god! Especially when administered under strict medical protocols. The enzyme should be effective in markedly reducing body fat without need for surgery. Remarks. Plan 24-hour observation of the subject for a 10-year period underway. The reason that hypersustained cheeriase is no longer secreted after body fat drops below 40% to be discerned as soon as possible. From this paperwork, it is evident that one of Japan's leading pharmaceutical companies is carrying out surveillance of private individuals in secret. Is this constitutional? They should just pay her. The contents of the second page are even more shocking. Chiriko Osugi behavioral inducement proposal. Okoshi Pharmaceutical Co. Limited research and development, top secret, handled with care. General overview. Chiriko Osugi, hereafter the subject is to have her dietary and exercise habits engineered. Goal. Maintain the subject's body weight above 40% body fat. Reasoning. According to recent measurements, the subject's body weight is trending downward. The cause of this trend has been established as the subject's growing attention to her own diet. It has also been confirmed that the subject has taken massive doses of the dietary supplement Burning Hammer. So Burning Hammer actually works. Unbelievable. Okay, so it didn't come from her, but they're gonna make a different weight loss drug from her. That is so ridiculously ironic. This could lead to substantial delays in research into hypersustained cheeriase. Methods. Wow, this is just like a scientific paper. Except methods is usually before results, but okay. Further discussion is required to assess ongoing behavioral adjustment methods, but the following have been proved on a temporary basis. In addition, other methods, once deemed effective, should be employed without delay. There is no upper limit on our expenses. Given the urgent nature of the situation, progress reports shall be issued directly to the project supervisor. EX. Entice confectionery store operated by 5-star patissier to open shop in subject's neighborhood. Tomagaya. Sponsor food products with excessive amounts of fat and sugar in the guise of product samples. Provide financial support for open additional franchises of restaurants touting eat X servings and your meal is free. Oh my god. Host an eating contest. Remarks. This is insane. As a full assessment of hypersustained cheeriase is yet to be completed, any hindrances to further research must be eliminated. Oh, Jesus Christ. We have also received reports that competing companies are aware of the subject's unique characteristics. Oh my god! Given the 10 years our company has already spent on the discovery of the subject and research into her unique physiology, the subject must be prevented from weight loss by any means necessary. We must attain a monopoly on hypersustained cheeriase. Oh my god! These are the contents of the 2 pages. Perhaps it's not mere happenstance that the number of tasty restaurants have popped up around Tomagaya recently. And free food samples are frequently available there, often given out right on the street. There are regular eating competitions held in Shibuya too, and the number of all-you-can-eat restaurants has been expanding. Maybe it's all just part of a plan by Okoshi Pharmaceutical to research a young woman named Chiriko Osugi. Finny McFinfin. Oh, hold on 1 second. Hold on, you guys. Sorry. Taka is very, very minor emergency. We will be. I'm so sorry about this. I'll be back in like maybe 10 minutes. Don't worry, nothing serious. Nothing serious. But I will be back in like 10 minutes. I'm so sorry about this, you guys. Goddamn cat! Fucking hell. Yeah, you better run. Oh my god. Oh, you guys, yeah, cats. Cats are a thing, aren't they? Thankfully, that was able to be resolved a lot faster than I thought it would. I am so sorry for the interruption. Oh god. So apparently what these little things are, like, you're supposed to go, what these hints mean is you literally want to find a specific screen within the story, and sometimes it said within a bad ending, and literally just wait on that screen for something to show up, like it did way like forever ago for the freaking Osawa one about the police officer. Like, I would have if it took a bit longer, but like Void Dweller, but no, it's fine. this happened all the time back in the Umineko days with, not with cats, but, you know, with other stuff that came up. I had to take a 10-minute break sometimes, but, let's go forward. So yeah, thankfully, I've been told about ways to get through this on the Discord. Special episode attitude bonus content. Let's continue with everything.
第9問です。
Frank belonged to this section of the Chicago Police Department. I don't remember exactly. Bomb and arson squad, really interesting. Okay, that's what I have to enter, isn't it? That's gonna take a while. They really couldn't make this multiple choice, could they? Like, I'm pretty sure Wikipedia existed in 2009. They are like freaking information about the game facts. Like, they really think people wouldn't look this up. And jeez, or just have memory of absolute steel.
正解。
Kuze, okay. Huh? What was that? Koji Kuze, sitting in his private study, furrowed his brow. The look on his face was much like the one he wore when he made an appeal to Task Force HQ. But his gaze was fixed on his video camera's LCD display. It was his son, Tatsuya, standing on third base, giving a triumphant fist pump. Oh, I didn't know he had a son.
Huh? That's odd.
He rewound the videotape a little. Yeah, that's true, Mystery Theater. Would you have had to type that in with the Wiimote? In the original Wii version? That would be absolutely insane. My god. Seriously, that is just evil. Yeah, 428 really does like to waste your time sometimes. I don't know why. It's really weird. Kuze had purchased the video camera to record the tournament his son had competed in. He was able to take footage at a full HD with 5.1 channel audio. With a trembling finger, Kuze pressed the play button. The footage started playback right at the point where his son hit the ball between right and center field.
That's it, kiddo. Run! Run!
Oh, it's even hard to do his voice like this. God damn it. Kuze really had heard it. Whose voice was that? Oh, it wasn't his voice. Okay. Someone alongside him had been murmuring the words as he filmed.
Go on and run until your heart gives out, sport.
But there hadn't been anyone nearby who spoke in such an excitable, childish register. Otherwise, he'd have known right away who the strange voice belonged to. He doesn't even recognize his own voice when he sounds like that. That is such a weird joke to have in a visual novel. Like, without voices. Because, I don't know, it reminds me of the joke of, I don't know if anyone else has gone this far in One Piece. There was a character in One Piece in the Dressrosa arc whose whole joke was that he was a big tough guy with a high squeaky voice, but you couldn't really tell that in the manga because it was a manga and everyone's word bubbles look the same. Although in the anime, I bet they've used that joke to its fullest extent, but it's essentially in the original manga, it's like, okay, it's kind of an informed trait. that's kind of like this, and that's like the same joke they're doing here. It's really hard to parse through because we don't hear what he sounds like normally or like that. Like that goes for the original Japanese and the translation. It's a weird choice to make. Like I can see Oda making that, thinking like, oh yeah, this is really gonna land really well when the anime shows up. Like, you know, when the anime gets to that part. But like, okay, let's continue with the story. In the video footage, his son rounded second base.
Attaboy, Tots! Keep running! Head for third, champ!
The unsettling voice was even louder now. I'm just gonna make it Tama just... And that Tats in there. It sounded oddly familiar. Just who the heck was this weirdo, giving cutesy nicknames to his son?
You did it, Tots! Woohoo! Yeah, that's my boy!
Huh?
My boy. So then that means...
Kuze swallowed, his mouth suddenly dry.
No, it can't be. That's my voice. Do I really talk like that?
Kuze was flabbergasted.
No, my voice can't sound that way.
Oh my god. The video camera began to shake in his hands. For the first time in his life, Kuze had been made aware of the childish squeaking he made when he got excited.
To hell with this!
He lifted the camera high above his head. But before he could hurl it against the floor, he reconsidered. No, he couldn't do it. His son's accomplishments were stored inside that camera. Like, he just removed the audio. Still, he needed to make sure no one found out about his verbal affectation. I'm sure your son already knows about it, Kuze. If his son heard him sounding like this, Kuze would lose every shred of dignity he had as a father. What should he do? Was there some way he could erase his voice from the tape? I'm pretty sure there's a way to do that. Although it would probably take all the audio along with it. He thought desperately for a way. Maybe he could mask it with other sounds in editing. No, that wouldn't work. If he wiped away the crack of the bat and the cheering of the crowd and just replaced it with a musical soundtrack, it would still be pretty awkward.
Oh, I don't know what to do!
Kuze slumped down onto the floor, buried his face in a cushion and kicked his legs up and down. At this point, he'd have to take the footage to one of the forensic researchers to see if they could do something with it. There'd be disciplinary measures for misuse of lab time if he ever got found out, but risking that was better than letting people discover he had sounded like a hyperactive 12-year-old when he got worked up. Suddenly the door opened.
Dad, let me see that video.
Kuze's son strolled into the study.
No, I can't do that. Why not? Well, there's this voice.
He tried to hide the camera as he rambled.
A voice? Well, that's no big deal.
Kuze blinked his eyes in disbelief at his son's words.
I came in here earlier and watched part of the footage already.
Kuze's jaw dropped.
Tatsuya, so then you heard the voice. What voice are you talking about?
This time it was his son who blinked his eyes in confusion.
Well, also there's this pretty childish voice.
Kuze's son broke out chuckling.
Wait, Dad, did you seriously not realize that voice was yours? Huh? Dad, if you're worried about it, you sound like a kid sometimes. Everyone's known that for a long while.
Kuze's jaw gaped even wider. He finally found out.
Oh, come on, Tots. You gotta tell me this sort of thing sooner!
Yep, and it just, I have a guide for this that I was thankfully given, I think, by Zarmegas on Discord. I really am so thankful for that to figure out those things, because damn, does this game really like to waste your time sometimes. Save complete.
第10問ついに来た
This person called Maria Osawa in 1957. I'm guessing it's Kanan? Let me just check to make sure. Yep, it's Kanan. An actual question that actually makes sense. There we go. I suppose the real challenge is, is it Caanan? I think so. Okay, fine. I spelled it wrong. How do I go backward? There we go.
Da-da-da-da.
正解
Yes! Woo! Korichiro Katayama. So this is what happened to him before he met up with our favorite reporter. It was coming up on 12 noon. The hour of the devil. That particular devil known to the support center staff as K. The incoming call light on my phone flashed. Oh, it's from his perspective. Okay.
I gulped reflexively. Then, taking a deep breath, I hesitantly pressed the accept call button.
Thank you for calling Chun Food Service Center. This is Tanabe speaking.
This is Katayama from Tro Nippon Printing. I had to swallow back the squeak that tried to rise in my throat.
God damn it, this minor cold is messing up all my fucking voices. So sorry about that, you guys. I've been right on the mark.
I'd been right on the mark. The phone call was from Kay indeed.
Hello?
He asked. Yes, how may I help you today?
I'm calling about your instant ramen. Salt and chivalry. This again.
I sighed inwardly. Katayama had been calling about the same...
Wait a minute, what? Oh, I got it all mixed up. Oh, fucking hell. So Katayama is not the narrator here. Oh. Some random dude is. Okay, I am so sorry. God, wow. I totally misread that. Tanabe is the one calling, story, this random person called Tanabe at the call center. Okay. Jeez. Alright, well, I'll make Tanabe just my voice, considering they're a brand new character. I sighed inwardly. Katayama had been calling about the same thing for close to an entire year now. You hardly needed to bother listening to know what he had to say.
Why was my ramen still not finished after steeping in hot water for 3 minutes? The noodles were still too hard to be edible.
I was so convinced this guy was evil because he was too handsome. Jeez. I'm very sorry to hear that, sir. My response was right out of the manual. Would you be able to provide some more details, sir? I continued.
I called about this same thing just last week.
Did you? My apologies, sir. I tried to keep my voice as chipper as possible. dealing with Katayama was a nuisance. He was a man driven by logic. Treating him the wrong way could lead to a disaster. Some of the staff here wound up listening to his matter-of-fact complaints for upwards of 12 hours, passing out with their phones still in their hands. Oh my god! Damn! Katayama, you really have the time to spend all your time on customer service? Really?
Very well. For the sake of accuracy, I suppose I ought to explain again.
Katayama said. If you would, sir.
First, I peel open the lid. I tear open the seasoning packet and powdered soup base and sprinkle them onto the noodles.
Oh my god.
I add the hot water, close the lid, and wait 3 minutes. But the noodles are still far too hard.
This was a familiar sequence of events. I'd heard it before. Begging your pardon, sir, but are you perhaps beginning to eat before 3 minutes have passed?
Certainly not. I wait 3 minutes exactly.
Are you checking a clock when you do this?
Yes, my body's internal clock tells me it's been precisely 3 minutes.
Oh my god! The urge to ask if he was messing with me grew. He's not even using his stopwatch! Sir, perhaps instead of your internal clock, you might want to try using a clock in your home that you have on hand.
I have a personal policy not to use clocks or watches outside of my work.
This guy is hilarious. As I've done before, I fought off the urge to tell him what a ridiculous policy that is. Oh my god. I would be banging my head against the fucking desk. And this guy has literally spent 12 hours on customer service before. My god. He's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I'm sure it wouldn't hurt just once. Perhaps you should try using an actual clock to track the time, sir.
My body's internal clock is accurate. A 3-minute unit of time is not something I would mistake.
No. Clearly you would! You are! You have to be! I wanted to scream. I have an idea. Why doesn't he try to make one while they're on the phone? And she will have an actual timer while his internal clock is going, and prove to him that his internal timer is defective.
If the product is not properly ready to eat in 3 minutes, that makes it defective.
If it were possible, I would have liked to stick my head through the receiver and watch Katayama's 3-minute timing myself. You totally could! Just time it yourself as soon as he says he's starting. I imagined the lecture I'd give him when he started eating before the 3 minutes actual minutes passed. Then in my frustration, I had a sudden idea. Yes! What do you know? Sir, perhaps we can check your internal clock against my clock here and test whether there's any discrepancy. Pretty good idea if I do say so myself.
If that will convince you of my claims, then no, I do not mind.
Yes! It was time to make this guy eat crow.
If there is no discrepancy, however, I expect a proper apology.
Now I felt like I'd stirred up a potential hornet's nest. Ah, what the hell? There was no way this guy's internal clock could measure 3 minutes on the dot. I bet it does. Alright then, sir. Let's begin. picked up the stopwatch that was on my desk. Internal clock diagnostic. They said you what? Exactly 20 seconds after you press the button, a message saying 20 seconds will have elapsed will appear on the screen. How precisely can you judge a 20-second interval? Alright, let's begin. Please press the button. Okay, sure. It's not like I have my own running timer here or anything on the stream. Yep. Oh, I thought they wanted us to actually click it when we thought 20 seconds had elapsed. Oh, okay. I was confused. So it just goes on its own. Oh, I thought they were gonna pull like a 1,000-year door, Paper Mario 64 thing on it. But nope, it just literally just wait 20 seconds. Okay. Was your body's internal clock accurate? I stare in astonishment at my stopwatch. Well, Katayama asked, his voice composed. 3 minutes exactly, sir. Not a second off. It was impossible. I was trembling. So, now do you believe me? My apologies, sir. I hung my head in defeat and heard a stifled chuckle from the other end of the line. Tell your supervisor that your product is defective. And that's when it began. The folks at Chun Food's product development department began work on a secret project. The project's name? Anti-K. Based on Katayama's incessant calls, a reworked version of Salt and Chivalry was created. The new label the team had devised listed adjustable times based on noodle thickness and desired texture. 2 minutes for hard-boiled or thin noodles, 3 minutes for standard, 4 minutes for soft or thick noodles. That ought to shut Katayama up. Oh my god, that is hilarious. The product development team was proud of its creation. Of course, even after this new version of Salt and Chivalry was released, Katayama wound up calling to complain again. But that's another story for another time. Oh my god, Finny McFin. It's always one thing behind. I don't know why that is. Okay, let's go. I think we have 2 more
第11
questions.
問難問です
This method was used to crack the laboratory password. Let's see. This is the last one actually. The last one for the pop quiz side stories. Then we move on to the others. Side hyphen channel. Let's go.
Da-da-da-da.
正解
Ooh, Makino. Damn. That's right. This asshole. He kind of disappeared after there are a lot of characters and stuff who disappeared after the early part of the story. Suguru Makino's life was one of conflict, playing flat factions against each other, crafting subtle interpersonal manipulations. He had done whatever was necessary to rise up within his company. He had even deceived close colleagues and sold out superiors who had helped him on the way up. By winning victory after victory on his chosen battlefield, he managed to become corporate director at Okoshi Pharmaceutical. But he still needed to remain alert. If he let his guard down, he'd soon lose his position to the next guy who came along. To keep his finger on the pulse of industry politics, he always made a point of putting in an appearance at functions he was otherwise disinclined to attend.
Executive Director Makino, you simply must come along with me to this place I found. It's got a bunch of cuties I'm sure you'll be smitten with.
On this particular occasion, Makino's companion was a fellow who became a real nuisance once he got some liquor in him. The director's wordless reply was a simple deep furrowing of the brow.
Oh no, Mr. Makino, don't worry. I know you detest that sort of thing, I really do, but this isn't gonna be like that.
It won't be like what?
Even after drinking heavily, Makino never lost his composure. But he learned early in his career that acting drunker than he was often led to gleaning valuable information, so he let himself sway a bit as he spoke. Oh, that's really interesting.
Well, why not come with the understanding that you'll be surprised? I promise you, sir, you will not regret it.
Makino had half a mind to spit in the guy's drunken face in hopes it would shock some sense into him. Nonetheless, he was interested in the technology the man's company possessed. Like it or not, he was along for the ride.
Well, if you put it that way.
Hey, taxi!
The man called out, without waiting for Makino to finish his reply. A cab promptly stopped to pick them up. Makino had assumed they'd been heading to some popular hotspot like Ginza or Roppongi, but instead his companion directed the cab toward the suburbs.
Aha! And here we are.
Makino was dumbfounded by the sight of their destination. They got out of the car in front of a dingy, multi-tenant building with no signage out front. Surely he hadn't been brought someplace illegal. With a wary eye, he looked over at his companion.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure you'll like this place.
The man opened the door. Peering cautiously inside, Makino blinked in disbelief.
What the hell?
The interior design scheme was typical of an upscale cafe, aside from the fact that there were cats all over the place.
What is this place?
This is the cat cafe, meow meow. Or nya nya.
The man replied proudly.
The cat cafe. Meow meow.
Makino echoed the words reflexively as he tried to process what he was seeing.
Isn't it cute?
The man beamed broadly.
Oh my.
Makino felt a big bright smile coming on. No, we mustn't! He quickly suppressed the urge. Makino was extremely fond of cats. Due to his wife's allergies, however, he hadn't been able to keep one of his own.
Director Makino, is this not really your thing?
The man had taken hold of one chubby cat's forepaws, posing the feline like a lucky cat statue.
No, I certainly don't dislike it.
Makino managed to keep his poker face up. No, a cat cafe is not like a maid cafe. It has actual cats running around. I've seen pictures of them before. They have real cats going around.
May I ask how you knew I like cats?
I saw the framed photo of a cat that you have in your office.
Ah, I see. That silly old thing.
Still maintaining his aura of calm, Makino stroked a fluffy calico's back.
No, not like that, Mr. Makino. You need to pet more gently. And they like it when you rub them underneath the chin, yep.
They really do. They really love that.
I am well aware of that.
Makino suppressed his initial response and instead offers a curt
Ah, alright.
scritch. Rub rub, scritch, rub rub. The calico let a throaty hum of contentment as Makino's fingers got busy under its chin. It was so cute! Too cute! Makino would have mind to get down on the floor and start rolling around. Oh my god.
Pardon us.
Two young men, seemingly the managers, approached, taking care not to tread on any of the cats.
The special course you requested is ready.
Let's go, Mr. Makino.
Makino's companion joyfully hopped to his feet.
What is the special course?
It's a secret. You might get a little dirty, so take off whatever clothes you can.
What the fuck? What the fuck? No, it's supposed to be wholesome.
Take off my clothes. What for? What in the world are you planning on doing with these cats?
Makino felt an unsettling mix of anticipation and unease. Hesitantly, he followed the others into a tiny private room.
Just step inside and feel free to lie down and relax.
With that, the managers departed. Oh my god, as is per his companion's instructions. Makino stripped down to his briefs and tank top. Oh god. After flopping down on the floor, you could hear excited voices coming from the room next door. Yes, amazing!
What?
Wait, what? Was the whole cat cafe just front for some licentious backroom business? Oh my god. Had he been tricked? He needed his clothes back on right away.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Abruptly, the door opened and one of the managers poked his head in. Oh my god. What the fuck is happening here?
Let's begin. This may be a bit ticklish, but please try to relax as much as possible. And don't move too much.
The manager gently set the cat he was holding atop Makino's abdomen,
Huh?
and another on his chest, one in the crook of his arm, and one on each thigh.
Wait, so then this is...
Yes, it's every cat lover's dream.
The manager grinned brightly.
This is the special course, the cat futon.
Before he knew it, Makino's entire body was engulfed in more cats than he could count.
Oh.
A joyful sigh escaped his lips. Oh my god, now finally. Makino knew what he truly was. Conflict was never what he truly wished for. He wanted something fluffier, softer, warmer.
This is heaven. Everything I've ever wanted is right here.
Makino was enraptured. The cats on top of him occasionally milled about, purring and shifting position. Whenever they did, Makino would let out a tiny little breath tinged with... Oh my god! Oh god! What the fuck?
Oh, kitty.
Suguru Makino, age 59, executive director of Okochi Pharmaceutical. A man who had enemies both inside and outside his company. A man who sometimes contented with the nation itself. Hobbies include the cat futon. Oh my god, that was somewhat disturbing. Oh, what, puppy? Let's see. And there's even one in Suzune's story. Yeah, this is the weirdest thing they could have possibly made for this character. Oh my god. Yeah, I doubt that I've cleared all game content. Okay. Will you let me leave the fucking screen then? No? It doesn't even let me leave the fucking screen. Are you serious? You're fucking serious, aren't you? What kind of stupid ass bug is this? Nope, backspace ain't doing shit. Sorry, OA. No, backspace is not doing anything. Time to restart the game, cause 42H should be Scramble is being 42H should be Scramble. Son of a bitch. Seriously. Seriously. The guy who made jumps.
What do you mean it's not?
What do you mean it's a bug? It's a feature!
Okay. At least it recorded everything. And look at how many more I have to go. Damn. 10 more. Well, let's get started. Special episode 13. I didn't even do anything, but thanks for saving. Yeah, that's like some NES game shit right there. Let's get back to the main story. Okay, now if you'll bear with me, I just need to find out where to go for each of these. Maria, 14 o'clock. Option A and the screen that says, but I walk along. Okay. Okay, now let's see. Okay, now it says to just stay on this screen until something happens. We can see the camera slowly panning out, so yeah. Oh my god. We just wait and wait and wait. As we see Maria walking with the cat head on her back. I don't know where the rest of the costume is. Here we go. Okay. Right? Escape, escape, escape. Right, right. Masamichi Fukuma. Who the fuck is this guy? Okay. I don't remember who this guy is. Crunch, 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 crunch. Masamichi Fukuma sits on a cardboard box, nibbling away at some rice crackers. Crunch, 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 crunch. Fukuma is in charge of making deliveries for a costume rental company. Once again, an ordered item to his destination, his job is pretty much done. Today, his mouth is on autopilot as he stares at the big screen TV in the office. The afternoon variety show is doing a feature on the big revival concert for legendary hard rock band Z Japonica. Fukuma lets out a big yawn. There's nothing interesting in the way of news either. He considers pretending that he has another delivery and taking the company vehicle over by Aoyama Cemetery, where he can sneak a quick nap, really taking a nap in a cemetery. Sure, that's a wise idea. Suddenly, the door to the room swings open. Bounding through it comes a pink rabbit. Fukuma quickly stands at attention. Okay, I'm guessing it's a rabbit. A guy in a rabbit suit. I did do the one with Osawa at 12:30. Ji-chan. Do you remember ages ago when I got a random side story with the police officer that's with Osawa? That was actually the first one of these. I got it completely by accident. Yeah, I did get that one, Ji-chan. He does this because he's afraid that the rabbit is his father. His father owns a rental company and has recently grown so fond of mascot costumes that he's rarely seen outside of his rabbit suit. Most of his employees don't even know what he actually looks like.
Whoa, sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's a woman. Oh. Whoa, sorry I'm late. A woman's voice emerges from the rabbit's mouth, panting raspily. Now that Fukuma has calmed down long enough to process things, he calls that his father's costume is brown. It's a wild rabbit. The pink bunny costume is the one his company has on hand for rental. Fukuma lets out a sigh of relief. I'm here to return this. The rabbit squirms in an attempt to remove her head, but she can't quite reach the fasteners.
Here, let me help you with that.
Fukuma gives her a hand and tugs the head off by the ears. The head pops off, revealing the attractive, slightly ruddy face of a young woman. Her hair is done up and beads of sweat run down her neck. Thank you so much. That's a huge help. The pink rabbit with the girl's face smiles. Fukuma swallows. His heart skips a beat.
She's perfect!
I'm supposed to have this back by 5 p.m. Is that still okay? Fukuma checks the clock in the wall. It's coming up on 5 o'clock exactly.
Yes, that's quite alright. If you can just take the costume off now.
Oh, good. Relief shows on the woman's face, then just as quickly vanishes. Oh, she says in dismay. Oh, wait, no!
What's the matter?
The woman looks away. Oh my god, what is this, a fucking porno? Is like the pizza guy gonna come in? It's like,
Pizza guy, I'll accept anything for payment.
or is it like, seriously? This suit's really hot, so I'm not wearing a whole lot underneath.
not wearing a lot.
A flurry of appealing images rushed through Fukuma's head. I'm sorry to ask, but is there a room someplace I could use to get changed?
Of course, yes, a room. I can show you to a room.
Shyly, Fukuma leads the young woman to a spare room.
Once you're done changing, just let me know. Dibbity-doo.
He gently shuts the door and then starts to head off. Ugh. Oh, that's a groan of discomfort stops Fukuma in his tracks. Right now, the only ones in the office are him and this young woman. And then the music starts going, like... He presses his ear to the door and hears the sound of a zipper being pulled down. Oh, my arms. Ugh. He can hear her squirming her way free of the body piece. The arms are always the toughest part when you're new to things. He imagines her twisting her body this way and that as she strains against the costume. Fukuma's breath quickens.
Ugh.
Okay, let's just... Whoa! The sound of a piece of furniture being knocked over comes through the door.
Are you alright, miss?
Fukuma calls out hurriedly. Okay, that's right, Chishan. It's got to be Careless Whisper. It's got to do 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 da da do 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 do. Sorry, I just tripped. Clumsy old me.
Are you hurt?
I'm okay. This thing's just really hard to get off. My sweat is all the fabric, all stuck to my skin.
Stuck to her skin with sweat.
Such simple words to fiercely entice man's fantasies. So, what should I do? She asked meekly.
What should I do? What does come next?
Fukuma's fantasies run all the more wild.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry. It's really awkward to have to ask this. But would you mind coming in here?
Oh, there it is. Her idea, not mine. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, of course he'll head on in. Carefully, Fukuma opens the door. The woman stands there, the rabbit suit halfway off. Her slender shoulders are exposed beneath her frowning face. He also notices that, oh my god! She is rather well endowed, given her slender frame. I'm sorry. I think the zipper along the back is snagged on the fabric. It won't come down. The woman turns to show her back. Her smooth, pale skin glows. What the fuck am I reading? Her sweat glistens in the light. Oh my god. Jesus Louise's crazes. Would you mind giving me a hand with this? Jeez.
Uh-huh.
Fukuma's voice spikes unintentionally. The woman quickly whirls around. She draws her hands up to her chest. He can't take his eyes off her. What the fuck? Hey now. Just where are you looking? If you want to see, you should have told me. You should have told me. You should have told me. And then it goes do 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 do. Damn it! I could do this so much better if I didn't have like this minor cold. Fucking hell.
No, I'm not looking at anything.
Fukuma forces himself to cover his eyes with a hand. Peeking between his fingers to get a glimpse of her face red with anger.
It's okay.
He assures her.
I know where everything is, even with my eyes closed.
All right. If you'd be so kind then. At last she seems relieved. She turns to face the window, again presenting her back.
No, my chins! Just like all of my American pornos.
Fukuma's eyes snap back open, and he drinks in the sight of the young woman's back. Jesus Louise, that's crazy! You're not looking, are you?
No, of course not.
I can see your eyes are open in the reflection in the window.
Sorry.
This time, Fukuma really does close his eyes and begins groping forward in search of the zipper. Ah! Hey, watch your hands! Oh, now it's really creepy. Jeez.
Sorry. Just trying to feel my way around.
My back is just really sensitive. What the fuck is even going on? Man is a troubled animal, simply hearing that her back is sensitive as his blood pressure is spiking through the roof again. His hands shake with excitement and somehow his arm gets lodged inside the suit.
Sorry.
Her bare skin is so slick with sweat and wonderfully smooth. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, you're right. I based this. It was that one taxi driver in Futurama, the tow truck driver, wasn't it? It was that guy, wasn't it? Chichan. Yeah, the joke is going a little too far, a little too long, I think. It's been many years now since Fukuma last had a girlfriend. He feels like his mind might short circuit out of joy and excitement. He shouldn't do this. He has to calm down. This is work. He needs to be professional.
This time for sure.
Fukuma vows to himself. Yeah! The woman drops down as if weak in the knees. She then proceeds to shuffle away from Fukuma. Oh, wow. Jesus Louise. Oh my god.
Oh, this is bad. This time it's real bad.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Wow, no, come on. It's gone far enough. It was funny in the beginning. Her posture has made the curves of her backside visible. She crawls on all fours till the walls can attempt to get away.
Oh, that wasn't on purpose.
Fukuma pleads. Seeing that she isn't listening, he steps in front of her, spreading his arms wide to bar away.
The first time my hands slipped because of the sweat, and I made sure to be more careful the next time, and then look, it's the zipper's fault.
Abruptly, the door swings open. Thank God. Standing there is a wild rabbit.
Dad?
To Fukuma, the rabbit's long ears look like devil's horns. Thank God. The creature marches slowly into the office. Just a costume, but somehow its fur appears to stand angrily on end. Fukuma needs an excuse. He needs an excuse and fast.
It's not what it looks like. I'll just try to help her get it off and...
There we go. He doesn't get to finish his sentence. There we go. The rabbit swings his fist with all the might of the king of beasts. Finny McFin. Thank God. That went on a little too long. It was funny to start. I think it went a little too long. If they had cut that off like 2/3 or 3/4 through, then I think it would have been a lot better. Okay. Next one. Select Kano at 1525. Option C. Oh, it's the correct choice. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Ji-chan. I totally agree. It would have been funny, like, like if they just stopped it there, but it went a bit too far. Okay, so Kano could sense the truth of Stanley's words as soon as it gets to that. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Mystery Theater, so it would be something like that. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's this one. Gotta wait in this picture of their heads cut off. Jeez. Okay, right, escape, right, escape. Let's see. Rumi! Oh my god! Thank you! Jeez. I wanted to see more about Rumi. Oh, it's her actually saying this. Because I gave her the Beatrice voice and I love using the Beatrice voice. Special episode. I'm not sure I get what you mean by special, but you're not sharing a bunch of half-truths about my daughter with anyone. The end. What? Oh my god! Oh, okay. Oh, it's her dad, okay.
Well, that's what I'd like to say, but you've worked too hard trying to find this thing. So it'd be rude to leave you with just that. My name is Shizuo Kudo. Rumi is my only daughter. Maybe it's presumptuous of me to brag, but today let me talk a bit about her.
There we go. Okay.
I won't mince words. Rumi is beautiful. After we walked around Shibuya together today, I feel that more strongly than ever. All the other women out on the street made my Rumi look even more dazzling by comparison. That's how much a good looks stand out in a crowd. There's no end to the trouble that comes your way when you have a daughter that gorgeous. You never know when or where some low-life boyfriend might latch onto her, especially if he's a police detective. That would be really stupid and piss me off. Still, using the techniques I fostered during my police days. Keeping tabs on Ruby's daily activities isn't too difficult. When she heads someplace even slightly dangerous, I make sure to tail her from a distance in order to keep a watchful eye on her. When work doesn't let me do that, I have one of my off-duty colleagues who are in my stead. Let me tell you about what happened one summer several years ago. At that time, Rumi was in high school, and she told me she was going to take a fireworks festival with her friends. There were going to be tens of thousands of people at the festival. Tailing on a crowd that size would likely be impossible. And so I entered in a bid to be the person in charge of security for the event. I drafted up a high-level security plan and got to head things up on site the day off. Thanks to that, the event went off without a hitch, and I was able to keep my roomie completely safe. I may have gone way over the security budget. But what else was I supposed to do when my... Why am I always going into care, Pollo? What else was I supposed to do when my daughter's safety was at stake? No doubt there are some people who think that I go too far in my actions, when I say I don't go too far enough. And to those people, let me just make one thing abundantly clear. Did you ever see that movie with Liam Neeson called Taken? Ha! Checkmate. I most certainly do not go too far. In fact, if you saw how lovely Rumi is, you'd probably think I wasn't going forward.
Oh my god!
And I'm not saying that with any parental bias or anything either. I'll have you know that Rumi was chosen.
God damn it. Seriously.
Chosen as Midoriyama Academy's Miss Midoriyama too. I didn't have any part in making that happen. I did consider orchestrating things ahead of time, but I didn't have any connections with the Ministry of Education, so that wasn't an option. My point is, I put the strongest efforts into taking care of my daughter. I've loved her uncompromisingly, and yet, I need to accept that someday she'll leave the nest. The problem is that guy she fell for is a dumbass detective. That was my blind spot. I'd never considered that Rumi might fall in love with a detective. Choosing a civil servant as a marriage prospect is all well and good. Still, if he's going to be a civil servant, he should be anything but a detective. Lately, though, my insistence on that point has been starting to waver. After the long years I spent working as a detective, I can tell that my girl is really thinking with every word, every little change in expression. Rumi's feelings for her boyfriend are the real deal. She loves him from the bottom of her heart, and he's very dear to her. Maybe she even loves him more than her own father. He's the man Rumi chose. He's probably got his act together too. He probably doesn't have like some kind of weird dictionary that's really rife with innuendo about some police officer he idolizes. The fact that he's a detective still bothers me, but I can't deny my daughter her happiness forever. When I think about how she feels, I wonder if I should let her marry him. But I'm a stubborn man. I've been opposed to their getting married this whole time. My body language says it clearly enough. No detectives. And if that alone is enough to make a guy back down, well, if that's the case, then good riddance. I can introduce Rumi to a fine civil servant who isn't a detective instead. Maybe in about 10 years or so.
Oh my god. That would be... I've considered that at times, Void Dweller, but that the equipment to do that, I'm pretty sure is pretty expensive. Okay, next one. Let's see. Oh wow, this is a complicated one. Okay. Minorikawa at 15 o'clock. Okay. Option B. Right, okay, this one when he runs into Achi. And then go to Achi. At 15:05. Okay. Rather than directly head to the surveillance building. So yeah, that's the line I just have to wait to. Okay, here. Looks like it's gonna be on the bottom. Okay. Jeez, this one is taking a long time. My God, seriously. So sorry, guys. Forward, escape, forward, forward, escape, escape. Ryoko Kakinuma, I forget who she is. She looks like a waitress at one of the restaurants. Oh, yes. She was the waitress that was fed up with Minorikawa. Oh no, I'm not tired. I was just waiting for the screen to go down. Her name may or may not ring a bell, but you might recognize her as one of the waitresses who works at Cafe La Traque. She's currently enrolled at law school at Midoriyama Academy. Her hope for the future is, of course, to become a lawyer. Revisions to the bar exam have made that challenge a trifle easier. But it's still a tough obstacle to overcome. The thing is, Ji-chan, the guide only lists it in the original console version. With combinations of controller inputs. It does not list the keyboard combination for the PC version. She practically studies in her sleep. Listening in on trials is one of Ryoko's hobbies. She takes the Tokyo Metro Hibiya line to Kasumigaseki Station and then heads to the nearby court building to observe whatever's going on there. Ryoko is especially fond of the district court, which handles the first hearing in local cases. Trials can be quite interesting. They're like little dramas about human emotions and desires. But recently, in the course of her courtroom visits, Ryoko found herself with a new reason to be present. She caught sight of a man in the courtroom who utterly intrigued her. She wanted to approach him, wanted to talk to him. But it was never going to happen.
Now then, shall we begin?
His low, honeyed voice made Ryoko's heart melt. Ooh.
Would the defendant please come forward?
The man who had so fascinated her was the presiding judge. Oh, it's the judge! Oh my god. Okay. I see. I didn't know. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I guess he was a young judge. His eyes glimmered with cool intellect, while his wild shock of hair hinted at a rugged individualism. Ryoko couldn't help it. She wanted to be closer to this man, but the judge's bench was so very far removed from the visitors' gallery.
Oh, what can I possibly do to get near him?
Should I sully my hands with some crime? No! Oh my god.
If I did, he'd have to look me in the eyes as he rendered judgment.
The more absurd Ryoko's fantasies grew, the more the judge consumed her thoughts. Today, as she waited for a court session to begin, she could think of nothing else. Ryoko sat in the visitors' gallery, wearing a brightly patterned dress. Would he notice and find her change of style appealing? What if he thought it didn't suit her? I bet he doesn't even notice any of the individual people in the audience. She facilitated between getting worked up in a good way and a bad way, as she imagined him thinking one thing or the other.
You're always in here, aren't you?
Ryoko turned at the voice to see a group of middle-aged women gathering behind her. All of them had gaudily dyed hair and sported gold necklaces and rings.
And who might you be?
Ryoko asked with some trepidation.
You made eye contact with him earlier, didn't you?
Huh?
Don't play dumb. We know the score.
This wasn't making any... He has a fucking fan club. Oh my god.
What are you talking about?
The woman's faces abruptly turned sour.
You need permission from the boss first,
one of them said. I shouldn't use the old woman voice since they're middle-aged.
Otherwise, how could we possibly maintain order?
Look, I really don't know what you're getting at here. Could you explain from the beginning?
Ryoko asked. The woman sighed in unison.
That's a newbie for you,
said one.
Now, we were all like that at first,
said another.
Very well, I suppose. Allow me to explain, darling.
One of the women stepped out in front of Ryoko.
We're groupies of the judge who's about to show up.
He really does have a fucking fan club. Oh my god. Ryoko's eyes went wide. She never even imagined that a judge could have groupies. Clearly, she's never played Phoenix right, where prosecutors are just rock stars and, like, they have tons of fans.
But, the older woman continued, if we simply do as we please, we'll be a nuisance to the poor man, when of course all we want is to be supportive.
The other woman nodded in agreement.
Yes, don't make the first move. Don't try to give him anything. Just look. But don't make too much eye contact. No hogging him for yourself. We share him with everybody. That's just the basics of groupism. A normie.
A normie like you coming along uninvited. Well, you must take care not to cause trouble. Groupism? Normie? These were clearly jargon, but Ryoko had no idea what they might mean.
Hey, are you even listening? One of the women asked.
Yes, I am. Just sorry. I don't really understand the words you're using.
Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
No, I don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth.
Groupism is the practice of helping your fellow groupies. Normies mean regular old normal people.
Oh, sure. I get it. Ryoko inclined her head. So, what did you want with me?
If you're going to be making eyes at that man, you need to be a member.
I what? Ryoko may have indulged in some flights of fancy, but she was content to simply look. Being part of some group that came here to obsess over the judge. Sounded like a total nuisance. I'll pass, thank you. I'm fine just looking at the guy by myself. The older woman fiercely narrowed their eyes. Ooh, it's a declaration of war. I heard that. You just referred to his honor as a guy.
I do believe that's in violation of Article 2 of the agreement.
Oh wow, did I use the right voice for these people?
The agreement has been violated. Punishment must be meted out.
Hello, Eblis. Welcome to the stream. That's totally fine. Ryoko recoiled as the older woman flew into an uproar.
Look, ladies.
Your weird pact has nothing to do with me.
How dare you?
Sorry, my throat. Damn, there is no music whatsoever in this part. As the women stood glaring at each other, court staff and officials began filing into the courtroom. The judge was among them. Rather than cease their bickering, however, both sides elected to escalate.
Be quiet.
The judge called out angrily.
I'll have you all thrown out.
But none of the combatants could even hear him over the sound of their own voices. The groupies had launched into a rambling tirade about their way of life, the generation gap, their academic histories, social standing, and stock indices. As a form of argument, it went far beyond unproductive. Ryoko had been pushed to her limits. How about we have him settle the matter for us? Would you rather have this band of freaks or just me? The other woman abruptly fell silent, taken aback. This is a courtroom. Let's ask the judge to decide who's in the right. Ryoko rushed to the front of the visitors' gallery and called out to the judge. These women are being weird, right? Could I please have an official verdict? The other women were quick to fire back. This young lady is at fault for not knowing her place. We've done nothing wrong. The judge stared at them, his face suddenly a mask of stern deliberation. Ryoko and the others held their breaths.
You're both in the wrong.
The stern rebuke elicted peals of joy from Ryoko and the other woman. More! Say something else, please!
Oh, please deliberate some more. Oh, that really gets us going.
All of you behave.
God damn it, my voice.
I'm so sorry, you guys. The judge's tone was even harsher now. But Ryoko and the others only shrieked more gleefully.
I said behave. Oh, behave.
The judge roared. He hurled the object he'd been carrying at the kiddie group in the gallery. They're too into it. It's not working. Bulky and heavily had hurtled through the heat. Threw his gavel. And they're acting like it's a freaking flower bouquet at a wedding. Oh my god. Ryoko and the others reached out their arms, each struggling to be the first to get their hands on it. Lunging forward at the last instant, Ryoko landed the catch. I'll be taking this, thanks! With a cry of triumph, she dashed out of the courtroom. As she exited the building, she could hear the older woman crying out in dismay behind her. She grinned gleefully, clutching her prize to her chest. Remains her proudest possession to this day. That judge's personal copy of the Compendium of Laws. Oh, it's a book. I thought it was his gavel. Finny McFinfin. Oh my god. You know what, guys? I think this game is just a bit silly. I don't know why. I just have this inkling. Okay, before I go on to the next one, I gotta fix things with Norikawa. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, okay, let's see. And I think that fixed the timeline. Yep, okay. Next one, let's see. God damn, a lot of these are Minorikawa. Jeez. Okay, then select 1605. Option B. It feels like Minorikawa has the most bad endings, it feels like. Oh wow, I always wondered what would happen on this one.
Alright, I'm sorry.
God damn it, I hate not being able to do my voices. Fucking hell! Stupid cold. Getting dragged into a street fight was not what he needed right now. It's better to just apologize and be done with it.
Should've shown that kind of respect from the start.
The punk shook his head, muttering under his breath.
Now the dumbass gotta get taught some manners.
With that, the young thug headed off in the direction of Joganzaka. Minorikawa looked around and he thought, there's a taxi idling nearby. There he is, it was Kimizuka. Do you need a ride, sir? Kimizuka asked, all politeness as he opened the back door. And this is the screen. Yep. Okay. Right, escape.
right. Escape. Escape right. Yup, it works ahead of time too. Chiaki! Kick ass. I just need to take a super quick bathroom break. I'll be right back to do Chiaki's story here. Alright, I am back. And yeah, no music for this one either. God damn it. Why is there no more music for these things? Underneath the dazzling, brightly lit sign was a staircase leading to the basement level entrance. I stood at the top of the steps. Okay, another first person one. Let's see. Maybe I should have turned this one down. No, I couldn't think like that. There was no way I could turn this down. I'd been completely broke, with no money and no other work in the offing when Mr. Mino gave me this chance. I had been tasked with a page of the monthly 4-star general gossip, and I wanted my work to live up to his expectations. I had to do it. But it all started several hours earlier.
There's this new establishment that's popular with middle-aged and older folks.
I hate not being able to do the voices. Fuck this cold, Mr. Mino said.
I'd like you to go there and get an interview. Ha ha!
Fuck this cold. Fuck it. Fuck it. So sorry, you guys. I was a bit startled by the request. It's popular with old guys? Is this place something risque? The core demographic for the gossip was older men. The readership was often baited with lewd articles. Oh, that sucks. But if the place in question was a porn shop or something similar, wouldn't it be better to send a man instead?
No,
Mr. Mino said.
it's not what you're thinking. It's perfectly fine for a woman to go there.
What sort of establishment is it then? Yeah, this cold is fucking up all my guy voices. The girl voices seem okay, but like... Mr. Mino cleared his throat.
From what I hear, they yell at you.
What? Yell at you? Like you pay them to get mad at you on purpose? Oh, it is something fetishy.
That's right.
What for?
That's what I'm sending you to go to find out. I made an appointment for you, so get going already. Ha ha!
Mr. Mino's barking kicked me into gear, and I found myself heading over to the place. With some trepidation, I had made my way down the stairs, making my way down to the stairs. People got mad at me all the time when I was out on the job, so I couldn't understand why anyone would want to pay for the privilege of being chewed out. I opened the door at the end of the hall. My ears were immediately treated to the sound of women's voices, snapping angrily. I told the young man working there that I was there for an interview, and he led me to a waiting room. There were female employees in there, glaring sharply at the waiting customers. Why are the people who work here so angry? I asked.
Oh, that's a service we provide for free.
The young host kept his voice low, but there was pride in his response. Every so often, one of the women would click her tongue in disapproval. Each time he heard it, the older man alongside her would sheepishly cast his eyes down. I hadn't the funniest idea why he seemed so happy. I was scared, no, more like weirded out. Some kind of masochist place, clearly. If I could have, I would have turned right around and left. But I needed the money, and more importantly, I owed it to Mr. Mino to get the material he wanted.
Chiaki Iso, we're ready for you now,
said the host.
This way, please.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much. My voice broke as I gave my reply. Awkwardly, I shuffled out of the waiting room. A woman on a sofa glared at me, shaking her head and tisking 3 times. The private room was maybe 50 square feet, the floor covered with tatami mats.
We do hope you'll enjoy yourself. Please wait here and kneeling in the Seiza position.
I don't know what that means. I did as I was told and got on my knees with my legs folded beneath my thighs. I worried that if I didn't, the host would be mad at me as well. Oh yeah, that's like a Japanese tea ceremony type thing. As I waited nervously, I could hear voices coming from the room next door. An older man and a woman were speaking with animation.
Oh, bless you.
Are you really sorry, you miserable little ingrate?
Bless you. Bless you.
What the heck were they going on about? How could something like that be fun? You sure seem to be enjoying yourself. I looked up to see that a woman had come into the room while I was distracted. Oh. Okay, I see. So she's interviewing one of the women that work here. Oh, that's nice, I guess.
You sure seem to be enjoying yourself. It's not every day a girl shows up here. Did I hear correctly? You're here for an interview.
Yeah.
And do you know just what it means to be scolded?
She was older than me and had the bearing of a private secretary. Now she loomed above me with a condescending glare. All I could do was peer back up at her, down there on my knees.
Who told you were allowed to look up?
Sorry. I quickly broke off eye contact.
Where are you looking? Look at a president in the eye when you're talking to...
Oh, this is hilarious. What the fuck? First it was don't look, then it was look. Make up your fucking mind. This is absurd. I just want to get this over with as quickly as possible. Huddling in on myself, I focused on that hope. The woman let out a deep sigh of disapproval.
Are you going to write an article about how you don't understand why people would go out of their way to be scolded?
Zarmagus! My dad told me about that sketch. The Argument Clinic. That's exactly what this is. My dad told me about that sketch. I never saw it myself, but it was something my dad constantly mentioned to me. I was like, it was a funny sketch. That's how I recognize that. This seems like exactly what that is. I had no idea it was a real thing. I think it was a Monty Python sketch. I'm not sure. Zarmegas. No, of course not.
Don't you lie to me!
She belted out the words furiously.
Well, go on. Am I wrong? What are you going to do? Answer me!
I couldn't take it anymore. I wanted to go home. Plus my butt was getting all sweaty from sitting in Seiza.
Look at how weak and subservient you are. You've lived your whole life just running away from your responsibilities. That's what you deserve. That's why you deserve it. Chewing out like this.
I felt like she'd hit me in my very core. She zeroed right in on all the internal issues I've been harboring. Sorry. The fact was, she was right. I've been a wishy-washy mess my entire life. Back in elementary school, when my gym teacher told me he wasn't going to let me go home until I was able to do a push-up, I just clung to the metal bar and stared blankly out at the sunset. Yep. I can't do a push-up either, Chiaki. Don't worry. Even when I was full into working out, which I should get back into, my upper body strength is literally fucking negative. I cannot do a push-up to save my life. When I was taking high school entrance exams, there was one time when my train was running late for the test for the school I must want to attend, and just gave up and went home. Yeah, I can't do pull-ups either. Pull-ups and push-ups. Anything to do with the arms, like, I have less than 0 arm strength. I was the same now, too. When I was broke and hungry, instead of trying to get work, I just lie in bed and stare at the wall. It was hopeless. Hopeless excuse for a human being. Damn, it's getting really real here. I can lift like a 2 kilogram weight. Void Dweller? No, that was going too easy on myself. Another typo. I was a no good, worthless, hopeless excuse for a human being. For I knew it, tears were streaming down my cheeks.
What's all this? You think it's okay to cry? People like you are the reason men get all worked up about women using tears as a weapon. Apologize. Apologize on behalf of women everywhere, right now!
I'm sorry. My voice was choked by tears and ragged with raw emotion.
Say it louder. Say it like you mean it.
I'm sorry. And that's when I noticed. A group of people had gathered by the doorway. The host who showed me around, the woman who worked there, and even some other customers were all watching. I looked up and they broke into applause. Huh? I blurted, bewildered.
Amazing. You really know how to take a scolding.
What the fuck? Huh? What? I had no idea what was going on. Everyone just kept on clapping.
Don't look away like that. No flattering stuff just because you're getting applause.
Yes, ma'am. My audience let out a collective cry of awe at my mewling squeak. But the woman, seemingly unsatisfied, proceeded to scold me all the more harshly. In the end, I wound up getting chewed out for twice as long as would be usual. The club was kind enough to set that up for me. Really, though, all I wanted was to get out of there and go home as soon as possible.
Chiaki, you're late. What have you been doing?
As I came stumbling out of the club, I nearly ran into Mr. Mino, waiting for me by the entrance. Evidently, he'd come to get me when I didn't make it back by the appointed time. I apologized for not calling him and explained the situation. Thankfully, he believed me.
So then, how did the interview go?
It went great. I got a ton of applause. You forgot to ask questions, Chiaki. And so began another harsh chewing out as Mr. Mino demanded I explain just what kind of interview I'd been doing. God damn it. That felt pretty... I really would have liked to see her actually interview. To see what they said. Jeez. Oh, God. Okay, let's see if this destroyed the timeline. Yep, it destroyed the timeline somehow. Let's go back to Minorikawa. Okay, so... let's see, let's get back to this. And... yeah, that fixed the timeline. Okay. I feel like it's still going on. I'm not tired at all, so... no, let's keep going. My voice is getting a bit... let's see if I can get a throat lozenge. See if that'll help. What is the next thing? Oh, it's actually earlier than the other ones. And the next two both start from Osawa. Oh wait, no! This is a really weird one, actually. I select that, and then I go back? At Minorikawa, oh no, that's probably just to set the timeline right. Then I go back to Minorikawa 12 o'clock. Okay. Let's go way back in the beginning of Minorikawa. This will probably be the last one we do. Surveillance cameras. Yeah, we'll do this because this is the last one starting from Minorikawa, so... and then we can get the last 5 of these done next time. And I think there's a few other things as well besides these side stories. Again, there is so much side content in this game. So yeah, this will be the last one we do for today. So yeah, on this, okay, the screen is supposed to be, I realize I probably got you a bit riled up. Okay. Let's keep going. Surveillance cameras. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is when the guy when he interviews that guy for the surveillance cameras. And it's not letting me skip. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Seriously. Oh, God. I have to go through the entire interview. I don't know why it doesn't let me skip. It doesn't make any fucking sense. This was back when I thought the blimp was important. Remember, there are so many red herrings in this game. It's absolutely crazy. Like, burning hammer, that blimp that kept being a thing. Oh, no, this is nowhere near as bad as the labyrinth. Let's see. Nothing at all. Okay, let's see. Come on. Yeah.
Ha ha! You're the one making the X-ray manga.
I remember this. God damn it! I wish I could do the voice again. Here we go.
You're being naive, way too naive. Ha ha!
God damn it! Here we go. Let's just see.
Your everyday freelance reporter, Minoru Kawa.
I know, okay, now I know we're close. Yup, and here's where he reveals it's all an act. Here we go, this is the screen. Finally! Isn't it? Right, escape. Right, escape, right. Oh, good, it's this guy. Okay. Awesome. And once again, there's no music. Jeez. Okay. I was hoping it'd be this guy. I'll just get a lozenge. There we go, Strepsils. Now I'm back. The sound of fingers clacking across a keyboard echoed in the dimly lit room. As soon as he'd gotten back to his apartment after a shift at the second-hand shop, I thought he was the shop owner. Yasuda had gone straight to his computer. Ever since he started his blog, his day didn't feel complete until he made an update. And there we go. Taking a deep breath, Yasuda read back over what he'd just written.
It's called mixed martial arts for a reason.
Oh, he knows about. That's right, he knows about Amiku.
It's more than just punching. If your strengths aren't working out, you go for a takedown or something instead. I share my observations here on my blog, and then the week after, he managed to get his first win in a while. I'm positive that he saw my post.
Okay, it's a different. I thought he was talking about Miku.
So come on, Fudiyama. If you're lost in the darkness, just lend me your ear. I'll let you know what to do. Another good one today.
Feeling pleased? Yasuda clicked the post button. The floor of Yasuda's 100 square foot apartment with kitchenette was littered with mounds of martial arts magazines. So many that there was hardly any room to walk. His tiny LCD TV was set to a martial arts cable network. Damn, in Japan they have whole networks dedicated to martial arts. I remember when TV networks were a huge thing. I can't even remember the last time I've tuned into actual TV. The TV ran 24 hours a day. He saved the footage to a hard disk recorder. I remember those days when you felt everything had to be recorded to your own personal hard drives and shit. Now we just stream everything. And of course, once a week, he'll go out to see a fight and then post about it on his blog. Well, that's a lovely career for him. He could be a martial arts journalist. His most recent post is typical of his combative tone. He knew that he came off a little harsh, but his criticism was driven by his love of the sport. His confident online pronouncements did lead to an intense backlash from time to time, however. A few days after his scathing critique of Funayama, for example, Yasuda received a rare response on his blog. My neighborhood in New Jersey didn't get Cartoon Network until 2001. It was painful. I don't know why we just didn't get it until so late. The respondent's username was Passerby. I don't know who this should be. That's how he took his opponent to the mat toward the end of the match, right? Seriously, what match were you even watching? And where the hell do you get off offering pointers like that? It might be Miku. Yasuda's blood boiled as he read that comment. I'm guessing it might be Miku. I have no idea who else that might be. Either Miku or Minorikawa. Where the hell did this person get off? His fingers jarred to the keyboard.
How dare you? First off, who the hell are you? That tackle was clearly just him trying not to look like he'd been taken down. You think it was deliberately set up? Don't make me laugh. Shut the fuck up, noob. You just got pwned. Funayama has had a pretty comprehensive career. If he has enough humility to hear me out, I'm sure he'll be able to win. Don't you want him to have a bright, bold future? If nothing, you can just GTFO. I'm not going to delete your comment because I want other people to see how wrong you are and lame and stupid.
Satisfied that he set the record straight, Yasuda went to bed. But the next morning when he checked his blog before going to work, he noticed something immediately that was unusual. The thread had got over 300 replies! Wow! Wow, someone sure is full of himself. Quit talking like you know more than you do. Maybe try stepping into the ring yourself if you're such an expert.
Look at me, I can teach some dumbass what I know.
People were having a field day. Oh, that's sad. It's just because he got riled up one time. Oh, God. few of them had come to that's how the internet rolls. Unfortunately, a few of them had come to Yasuda's defense, but they had been dismissed as sock puppet accounts. He snarled as he stared at the monitor, too preoccupied to even think of heading to the shop. Should he close the thread? Should he be able to close the whole blog instead? He leaned back and stared at the ceiling, thinking hard. He could only come to one conclusion.
I'm not running for this. I'll take on any challengers, anytime, anywhere.
Slapping himself on both cheeks, Yasuda started typing out a new post.
You guys don't understand anything. Mixed martial arts, as the name implies, involves a mixture of different fighting styles. Karate, judo, wrestling, boxing. You name it, I've done it.
Oh God.
I'm watching these fights on a different level than the rest of you.
Oh God, don't lie. Oh God.
So STFU, you noobs. I'm gonna school you. I'm gonna pwn you so hard, you'll be pwned until all your base are belong to me.
In reality, not only did Yasuda have no martial arts experience, and he had barely participated in any sports in his entire life. The only place he was a martial artist was inside his own head. His new post generated even more comments than before. 20 comments were usually a good day. This time he'd easily blown past 3,000. Sweat beaded on Yasuda's forehead. It seems like he got linked from some social media. Yeah, I think so. Oh my God, Apparition, you got it exactly right. It sounds like somebody linked him on Twitter or something, like,
Hey, check out this loser.
or something like that. That's seemingly the best explanation for what's going on here. Sweat beaded on Yasuda's forehead. It wasn't out of any apprehension, though. His fighting spirit had been ignited.
Yasuda! Yasuda! Yasuda!
An imaginary crowd chanted his name in his mind.
I'm being tested right now. Tested on my love of the martial arts.
No.
That's it. I'm not opening the shop today. This is more important than work. This is my life.
He whipped off his shirt, leaving himself half naked. He smacked himself in the cheeks repeatedly with his open palms and turned to face the mirror. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
You are strong. You are a champion. Kick some ass. You're an ass kicker. You can do it. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Pumped up by his pep talk, he let out a high-pitched battle cry.
Ah! Yeah!
Yasuda charged over to the keyboard. Feeling ferocious, he started to type. The words rushed out like a wild torrent.
Come on, man,
he shouted to keep himself psyched up.
Shut the hell up! Shut the hell up, Mr. Yasuda!
Shouted his neighbor, an Indian exchange student named Mohinder, on the other side of the apartment wall. Yasuda ignored him. After he fired off his post, the internet was quick to respond. When it did, Yasuda fired back again. It was like a fight that had turned to hellbent brawl with no concern for defense. It's so sad that... Oh God, they're doxing him. Oh no. Hey, could anyone search Scott's earlier blog post and find out where he is?
I'm pretty sure he said where he works.
Now the cyber mob was picking through the details Yasser had posted, trying to pinpoint where he lived. Ordinarily, he would have been trembling with fear right now, but he refused to back down.
Well, if you're gonna come at me, bro. I'll take you on anytime you want. I'll show you how to pull up an actual tackle. My only worry is accidentally killing someone. Before you fight me, you'll have to smart sign a waiver absolving me of any liability if you die. I'm still good with that. If you're still good with that, then bring it on, bitch. Lol.
After posting his defiance, though, he felt a sudden twinge of worry. What if someone really did challenge him? What would he do? He didn't know how to perform a tackle or even throw a punch, really. So now was no time to hesitate. He'd deal with any challenge when it came. Or taking it promptly to the police. Damn, I'm surprised they hadn't gotten tired of it. Several months went by and the flood of heated comments on Yasuda's blog continued. People have managed to track down his address and learned his real name. Oh wow, that's horrible. Dude. But nobody had come to challenge him yet. In all likelihood, Yasuda's commenters were just like him. Martial artists in their own minds only. That being the case, he decided he could go after them for all he was worth.
Whoa, hey now. Are all the loudmouths that come to this blog all talk and no action? Come on. I said I'd take on anyone at any time.
Oh no! Oh my god!
If you've got a beef with me, come to the Statue of Hachiko Shibuya tomorrow morning at 10. I bet no one else is gonna be there. Hell, I'll even pay for your travel. You need money for the medical expenses when I'm done with you.
Hey, Yasuda, it's 10 o'clock. Where the hell are you? I'm here. I'm a boxer with 5-year experience.
I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 7 years and I'm here. Don't see no Yasuda though. Did Yasuda wuss out and run? Let's go to where he works. Don't be idiots. I didn't run off. I was just in the bathroom for a bit because my stomach was acting up. I'm by Hachiko now. How come no one's here?
Don't lie, you're the Yasuda. You're the only one who's not here.
I said I'm here. Who in the hell are you, punk?
Oh my god, neither of them are there, are they? Yes, boy, well, this video was sponsored by NordVPN. Well, not really, but... And to this day, the battle of imaginary martial artists versus imaginary martial artists rages on. Each competitor is still safely ensconced at home. The blog still gets over 1,000 views a day. He's gonna become successful because of this. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's too funny. Okay, you guys. Oh my god. So how many stories did we just get through? We have we have 5 left. 5 stories left. And how many did we just do? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did 5 plus the I think 5 from the other one. So I think that's perfect. Next time we'll take this on, and there's also apparently a short secret route to do. And I think, yeah, there's a short secret route to do. You really think I could finish everything in the next stream, really? Zarmagus. Now, I've heard there's 2 things called conspiracy and true conspiracy.
and Mean Clean. Apparently, whatever that is. Besides the 5 short stories. I might, just might be able to finish everything the next stream. And that should be it. Those last things. There's something called Mean Clean and 2 more short sections called Conspiracy and True Conspiracy, whatever. I have no idea what they're about, so I just know the names. Besides these 5 last short stories. So Zarmagus, if you want to tell me how to unlock those. Conspiracy and True Conspiracy require all bad endings. Are you fucking serious? Oh wow, God, that. Ugh. I'm not gonna make any promises. I might do that off screen. Get all the other bad endings. Son of a bitch. And they're very short. Damn. Jesus Christ. You don't think they're worth it? Okay. Fucking hell. I think it would be such a pain getting all the bad endings. Can I go back to the bad ending list? Here we go. Let's check this out before I leave. List of bad endings. You can check for hints as to why things ended as badly as they did. Interesting. Okay. Wow, Maria doesn't have that many. I got nearly all of her bad endings. Damn it. I got almost all of Osawa's bad endings. Except for one of them. Toteno, I missed one. Jack, I missed 2. Kano, I probably... Yeah, Kano, I missed a bunch. Achi, I missed the most. I think. Yeah, Maria, yeah. Where's Minorikawa? Yeah, I know how many I got. This. Ah, oh my god. Fuck this. Fuck this one. Fuck it. Fuck it like Broda Bucket. God. So yeah. I'm only missing a few per character. There's 3 from Minorikawa, which makes sense because I remember getting a lot of bad endings with Minorikawa. 1 for Osawa. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Kano. Damn, Kano still had 1 last bad ending at the end. And Achi by far. Maria has quite a, even though I missed 4 for Maria, which is near the end there. That's the extra one that y'all told me to get too. I have like 55, I think, Mystery Theater. Yeah, Achi I missed the most bad endings, for sure. Yeah, there are so many bad endings I missed for Achi. Definitely. I'm gonna just do these off screen. Hopefully before next time I can make this something I can do tomorrow. Just get these off screen. Just power through them. And so hopefully we can just get everything done next time. Okay? And yeah, next time hopefully will be the final episode of 428 on Friday. So until then, I will say so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya. Alright, now